How prepared are you for a minor or major emergency? Could you make it 2 weeks without going to the grocery store if you weren't able to? What if I could show you a way to have peace of mind in 2 totes? Today I'm going to show you how to plan, organize, and pack 2 totes of food for long-term food storage without overwhelm, confusion, or extra shopping trips. My name is Joan Haney. My husband Scott and I have been married for 41 years and been living a self-reliant lifestyle that whole time. Lived on farms, lived all over the place. The military even took us to Germany, and we were prepping while we were living there. And we've taught families for over 20 years, busy moms and families, how to do emergency preparedness, including food storage. And this system we discovered about 5 years ago with using totes to quickly get 2 weeks or more of long-term food storage. It's a simple, easy way for families to get prepared, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. Make sure to stay till the end because I'm going to show you how you can get the 2 weeks menus for free with the instructions, written instructions how to do this. What you're going to learn today is how to lay out your food to fill up 1 tote so you'll have enough food for 1 week for 2 people. So we'll be laying out your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Monday through Sunday. I'll also show you how to take number 10 cans and stretch out for additional meals for that first week and also to go into the second week as well. This is my menu that I filled out several years ago when I was packing these totes. I actually did 9 totes, and this is for 1 week. You want to make sure to lay all of your food out, and then for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, write in what you've got, including your snacks. Don't forget your snacks, your drinks, everything that you're going to want to have to eat for a whole week, and then they'll go into your totes. And at the top of your tote, you're going to be putting your menu, and you'll also put your menu on the outside and number it so you can tell what it is easily from the outside, and then make a 3rd copy so you can put it in your planner, your emergency preparedness planner, and you'll know for week 1 this is what we're having to eat, and you can just refer to it as needed. So you'll fill out week 1 and put it in the first tote, and then week 2 for your second tote. When you're ready to start packing your totes, the first thing that you're going to want to make sure, of course, is that you have a tote. We recommend the HDX heavy duty totes. These are really, really nice. They're stackable. And the corners are really, really heavy duty. The whole thing is, so it doesn't break easily. And we're retired military. We've lived all over the place, moved a whole lot, and we know that totes can get busted really, really easy when you're using them for storage or for whatever that you're using them for. So make sure to get really good totes. You're going to want to have, you're doing 2 totes. You can do more than that if you want to. If you want to do more than 2 weeks of food, or if you're preparing for more than 2 people, then of course you just double the supplies or add on additional supplies. So you're going to want to have an envelope. You're going to want to look in the link that's in the description of this video so that you can get week 1 and 2 of your menu. Print these out. So you're going to want to have 3 copies. 1 copy to go on the top of the tote when you finish packing it, 1 to go in your envelope, and 1 to go into your emergency preparedness 3-ring binder. So, and then another thing you're going to want to have too is once you open some of these bags, you're going to want to have different size Ziplocs. So I have gallon, quart Ziploc bags. I also have some bread ties, and then I have some little clips. So it depends on what you're using. Like for us with our freeze-dried foods, a lot of these are Ziploc bags, so we don't have to worry about sealing the top, but that is something you need to think about depending on what you're using for your food storage. So now you're going to go to your pantry, your cabinets, wherever you have food at home. So this is so cool and easy to do, and a good beginner way to get going. Even if you're an advanced prepper, we have been prepping for what, 40 years before I found this out, but this is something that we decided that we wanted to do because this is an additional really cool way to have food stored. So when you're preparing and you're ready to get your food, I recommend getting a clothes basket or box or whatnot and go to your different cabinets, cubby holes, wherever, pantry, wherever you keep your food, and start grabbing things that you like and that your children like. That's the cool thing about this is, yes, you can buy pre-made boxes that already have, a month's supply of food and whatnot, but it is something that your family's going to eat. And does it taste good? This way you know it's something that your family's used to, they're not allergic to, and they're going to like it. So grab your breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 7 days. And I just made these little labels like for the days of the week. So I lay it out. So this Monday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tuesday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so on and so forth. And just an example, like for Monday, for this oatmeal, this is huge oatmeal for 2 people. So you'll notice that some days there's no breakfast. That's because I've got huge things of eggs, and I've got sausage crumbles, and I also have pancake mix. So we're going to be able to have this for multiple days for the week, and it'll even go into the next week. I don't have peanut butter in this tote, but if you had peanut butter, a big can especially, it's going to last you several weeks. So that's the nice thing about that. So I tried, there is a few canned foods in here. I try not to use the canned foods because they're really heavy if you need to move it. The next video is going to be on if the power goes out, converting these totes, using totes, or making totes specifically, or adding to in case the power goes out, or if you have to leave your home, which a lot of people call bugging out too. So, but you want it lightweight. So that's why you'll notice we use a lot of freeze-dried foods because it's lightweight, and a lot of our freeze-dried foods, like this is asparagus that it's already cooked in olive oil, and then I have on our farm we raise turkey, and here's roasted turkey, seasoned pieces. This is already cooked. All it's got to do is just be rehydrated, and you can eat it cold or heat it up. It'd be a lot better, of course, if it's heated up. And then there's just all different, I'll just show you. We've got apples, these strawberries here. You can use these for breakfast, multiple meals. For snacks, you want to make sure that you have snacks every day. I have protein bars, apples, fruits, nuts, different things like that. And don't forget your seasoning and your spices, you guys. I know, like for one of the meals I've got cooked chicken, and then I've got some Montreal Grill Mates for seasoning, and then I have some sweet and sour or sweet honey craft barbecue sauce. So it's good to have your different seasonings too, so that it's not bland, and you can just use your imagination and whatever it is that you like to have. Of course, if things are already pre-cooked, that makes it nice. If it's something that you can just eat straight out of the bag or container, that's wonderful too. That makes it easier too. But a lot of these you are going to need to cook, or at the very least heat up. And then also too, don't forget your drinks. I've got we like Postum, so I've got Postum to drink through the week. We've got powdered milk that you can use to go with that. And then over here I have this is already open, but I wanted you to see it. This is stevia. This is a sweetener, that non-sugar sweetener, healthy sweetener that we use. I wanted you to see what it looks like, but I keep it in the box so that it's less likely to get damaged. So we use that, and I have we have teas. I have apple cider drinks. You can have, fruit punch drinks, whatever it is, the different powder drinks that you want, and what you already have at home. This is stuff that we already have at home. Of course, we used to backpack a whole lot, so we have a lot of foods that you may not have, but use what you've got. And you can always put stuff in. You can vacuum seal it in little bags for this, but the goal of this system, you guys, is just take what you've already got. It's simple, it's easy. In an hour or so, you can have one tote done. You can have your menu planned out, and you can have that thing packed. And so just have fun with this, and next I'll show you how to pack it. So first thing you're going to want to do is put your heavy items in first, and so I'm going to get the big cans. That seems to work the best, is to get your larger cans and then just start filling them in that way. You'll want to put all your cans, your heavy items, at the bottom so that your lighter weight food, your freeze-dried food, doesn't get squished. As you continue to pack your tote, you want to make sure that you have all of your heavy items on the bottom. Not everything is going to be laid down horizontal upright. Like, you're going to make sure to pack everything tightly into any areas here. So like these skipper snacks, I'm going to put them in here. Anywhere that there's space, I will slide food down into So right here was a little space, so I put the barbecue sauce there. And you're just going to keep doing that. You're going to keep finding spaces, to the small spaces, and filling them in. Like your spices will go in between the containers. So you just keep doing that and fill it up as you go. Your package of chocolate and cider, you can stick them just in the back behind these containers. Just kind of stuff them in and just keep doing that with each one of your packages that you have, all of your food. See this, I'm turning it upside down because it fits better that way. So you're trying to get just as much food in here as possible. The heavier stuff at the bottom as you keep going, as you keep filling it up. Okay, getting close to having everything in here now. So I'm gonna continue on with a little bit heavier items, those beans. Like the dehydrated eggs, I want them more at the top. Even though it's okay if they get crushed, I still like to keep them up at the top. And then the meals, just keep putting them in there like that. Sauces. And we're almost done. There's only a few things left, and then our tote is going to be full. Okay, so I want to show you real quick. I actually discovered when I went to close the lid, put the lid on that tote, my first week tote, with 2 number 10 cans, this is a little bit too tall. So I just turned it over, moved the food out of the way a little bit, turned both of these over on the side, tested, and now it works. So now I have the first week tote done, and put the menu in the top and put the lid on, and this tote is done. When you do these 2-week totes, you will have peace of mind. You'll know you'll have food that your family loves and enjoys, and it's all ready and stored and ready to go. So when a major emergency, minor emergency, whatever happens, you don't have to worry. If you can't go to the store, no worries. You've got it covered because you've got your totes all packed, all ready to go. I can't wait to hear from you and hear your experiences of packing your totes and getting ready so that you can have peace of mind, so you don't have to worry if there's a minor or major emergency. You're already prepared, and that means a whole lot. Trust me, whenever there's an emergency happens, you need to prepare ahead of time because it's too late once it already happens. So this will give you peace of mind for 2 weeks. Make as many as you want, so you can have more than 2 weeks. If you're prepared, most people are going to have more than 2 people. So you're just going to multiply this for however many you need. So just know that 1 tote will feed 2 people for 1 week. So that's why it was 2 totes for 2 weeks for 2 people. So God bless you. Don't forget, look in the description and click on the link to get you your free copies of your menu for your 2 weeks each tote. And God bless you. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. The next video in this series is going to be on adapting these totes or making totes so that you can use them in case the power goes out, or if you need to leave your home. If it's a big major emergency and you need to leave your home, it's safer to be somewhere else and you can just take your food real quick. A lot of people call that bugging out. So God bless. Until next video, keep on prepping.